My office is such a mess. I can't remember the last time it was this bad, and I can't find.
Aren't you busy packing? When you leave?
No, I'm not busy packing. I will be packing the night before. No, I don't do that anymore. No, my mom's birthday's today, and although I'm not even hanging out with her today because she's out doing something else. I'm like, okay. No, just like 9 million things, you know.
Oh yeah.
All the appointments you have to do before you travel, like your hair and all that stuff is like.
I know, right?
So, Becca, where do you live?
In McAllen, Texas.
In Texas. Okay. And how did you find Julie?
Instagram.
Like how though? Like, do you know? Did you find her through like a hashtag or like?
No, I saw that she was following me, and then I clicked on it, and then I saw her results, and I said, "Wow, like she did it in like a short period of time." And it wasn't. She didn't pressure me to be in it, anything like that. I'm the one that messaged her, and I talked to my fiance about it, and he's like, "Well, do it," because I was doing Herbalife, and Herbalife was kind of forced. I asked for home workouts, and instead of understanding that I had kids and I wanted home workouts, there's times that I couldn't be there. I always had to be on the products, and it was constant. Like, I have to be your coach, not a friend. And I said, okay, but you have to understand that I've got kids. I can't always go to the gym like you want me to, because I'm a stay-at-home mom, and there's times where my son has nosebleeds. I can't leave him. Or his dad gets home from work, I'm not going to just throw them and leave. Like, I can't do that. So when I saw her, and I saw her doing her videos on Instagram, I was like, wow, she's doing it at home and on her own time, and she's still with her kids.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I liked. And then she's telling me about like a meal plan and your portions. And when I was doing Herbalife, it wasn't like that. They didn't give me a meal plan. They didn't tell me what to eat. It was, you sign up and you're on your own kind of thing.
So were you a customer at Herbalife, or were you actually a rep?
I was a customer first, and then she was like, well, you should try the business. I said, okay, I'll try the business. So I tried it, and she would constantly come over and tell me, you need to message 20 people a day, and you need to message 30 people a day. And then it just got, yeah. And then she said, your Facebook needs to turn into nothing but Herbalife post, Herbalife post, Herbalife post. So it was like that for a while, and I said, I'm going to end up losing friends because I'm posting so much about it.
Right.
And I said, the more you bug people about it, the less they're going to want to buy it.
Right.
So I didn't really have results because I was so pressured.
Got it. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So, okay, well, that's all really good to know. Now you bought the 80-day obsession pack. Is that what have you started it?
No, I'm starting on Monday. I actually just got it right now in the mail.
Hey. Awesome. Your Shakeology, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. So you're starting day 1 on Monday. You've done like the prep videos and stuff like that for the program? Like you're ready to go?
Yeah.
For the food and all that. Okay.
What was it? Thursday we went to go buy food so that I can mail prep for Sunday.
Okay. And so have you also done the 14-day new coach internship videos too?
I did it all in one day.
So what do you think about all of that? I
liked it. It was a lot of notes. I took a lot of notes. It was something I got excited. I got interested, and I was ready to buy my desk, and okay, I'm gonna take this seriously. Like, I was real excited. I'm excited.
Why were you excited? What got you excited about it?
I think because there's a lot of moms out there that relate to me, and I feel like I can show them. You don't have to go to a gym. You don't have to go to a facility where everybody has to work out there. You could do it at home at your own time, and that's where I feel we connect in that certain way.
Yeah. So it's going to be more organic for you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, what are your thoughts as far as like doing 80-day obsession and doing the business at the same time? Are you comfortable with that? Or are you like, I want to get in the program first?
No,
Or,
I think I could do 80-day obsession and coaching at the same time
Mhm.
because I know you get
Yeah.
results, like awesome results, and they can see that real quick.
Yes, and you can. Awesome. Okay, cool. So we're not necessarily going to go through really anything new. We're just going to just hone in on some key things to get you started, answer questions, and help you figure out like where to start, what to do. So so let's start with your your goals. So you wrote down in that new coach form that you filled out, I think you wrote down that you would love to lose 30 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay. So 30 pounds post baby, I'm sure. And then obviously confidence and just feeling good. So what I would love for you to do with those is like write those goals out and post them where you can see them every single day. Okay. And have you done like your weight, your measurements, your photos? Have you done all that?
No, I'm gonna do it today.
Okay. So do all that for you. Like take photos for you, do your measurements, your weight, all that. It's kind of always like this with this business. Like I do all this before information for me. And then from that, I go, okay, what do I actually want to share on social media? Because you want to be comfortable with what you share as far as your photos. So don't not take enough photos because you're like, oh my God, I'm never going to show this. Just take those for you because you're going to want them because 30 days from now, 60 days from now, you're going to want those photos to be able to show the transformation. But I also think it's important to share now too, but do what you feel comfortable with. As far as like starting to share, like I'm starting 80-day obsession, or I'm starting a new workout program that, you know, focuses on abs and booty, and I can do it from home with my kids. And starting to show those day one before photos. And that includes everything from like, not just your before photo, but like you going grocery shopping and showing a picture of the food that you're about to prep. So the main thing with social media and starting to share this journey with 80-day obsession is you want to try not to use the name for the most part because you want people to say, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then that allows you to have start a conversation with them. I'm not saying you can never use it, but I would say use it like 10% of the time. Because if you use it every day, every post, then people will just Google 80-day obsession.
Yeah.
And they won't get it from you. And then you're just kind of like, ugh. So I always use like the terminology of like, I'm doing a home boot camp program. I'm doing a virtual boot camp program. I'm doing a program that's focused on abs and booty. It's 80 days, timed nutrition, using those key phrases. Here's day one. Here's my grocery prep for the boot camp program I'm starting on Monday. People are going to be like, wait, what? What are you doing? And then in conversation, you can, of course, then start to use the name. But on your public posts, if you make one announcement, I think that's fine. But on a day-to-day basis, you don't want to use the names like Shakeology. Don't use it. Use a health shake, a superfruit shake, my chocolate peanut butter shake that's actually good for me and is giving me energy and is helping me lose weight, stuff like that, so that you get people say, well, what is it? Where do I get it? What does it taste like? You want people to ask questions. That's what social is all about, okay? So write your goals down where you can see them every single day. And then you wrote down for like the business, you would love to be at home. You'd love to make an income where you can be at home with your kids and not have to worry about it. So can you tell me, well, two questions. What is your background? Like what, before you were stay-at-home mommy, like what's the last thing that you did?
I was pregnant at the age of 20, and
Wow.
I had my son early, so we had to stay in the hospital. And then I was a stay-at-home mom because I found out he needed speech therapy. So he had a tongue tie at the top, and on his tongue where it refrained him from saying certain words. So I had to stay at home. There was 2 ladies that would come every week. So I said, no, I can't. I have to stay here with him. Then I found out I was pregnant with my daughter. I said, okay, I got upset. I was like, I need to work. I need to get out. And I worked about a month and a half. And then I found out my daughter got sick with E. coli. And I ended up being in the hospital with her for a week. And that's when I told myself that if I had to work, I would have lost my job.
Right.
So for me to be with my kids and their medical needs, I would rather stay at home where I know that I can see them, everything's okay, and not worry that something happens to them and I'm not there.
Right. And that's all going to be a part of your story, and that's going to be the people that you attract to, which is awesome. So before having kids, in other words, like what is like your skills, or like what's your jam?
A medical assistant.
A medical assistant?
Mm-hmm.
So tell me about that. What is that? Like a nurse?
I went to a vocational institute for school, and I went for medical assisting. And the medical assisting field is kind of like an assistant for the doctors, where you take vital signs, the phlebotomy, taking blood, CPR. So I did my internship of 200 hours, and I found out that really wasn't for me. I had a bad experience with doctors. So I said, no, I wasn't going to do it anymore. Then I went to a cosmetology school because I felt that, even though I went through that phase, I could help somebody look pretty by just on the outside. It doesn't have to be on the inside, but I would talk to them and tell them, no matter what, you're beautiful. You don't have to be like that on the outside. Then I was getting bullied by the teacher. And a couple of girls, and it got to me to the point where I just left. I had to leave because the doctor said, you're going to either lose your child or you're going to lose yourself through this anxiety. So I said, no, I'm So from there, I never went back, and I said, maybe I need to look for something for myself that I know I will enjoy.
Right. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. Okay. So tell me, for like a financial standpoint, like what would you love to make? And I use the word love in the aspect of like you seriously saying like, yeah, if I could make this a week or a month, I would crack down and I would like do whatever you tell me to do. So like what is that? Like even a year from now, you look back and say, yeah, that was worth it. That was worth staying up late, getting up early, like whatever it is that you need to do with being a stay-at-home mom and doing the business. What would you say that you would love to make a week or a month that would make an impact on your family's life?
Just at least a 3-digit income a week.
Okay.
In an 800 or 600, and then, work my way up to 4 digits, 5 digits.
So 600-800 a week.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I specifically ask that because it's kind of like asking someone how much weight you want to lose. It's a scary question because, once the number comes out of your mouth, you're kind of like, with losing weight, then we're kind of like, oh crap, I do need to lose that much. And it's like you commit yourself to it. Do you know what I mean? Like you're not committing to me, you're committing to yourself. So I just ask you that question to kind of like put it out into the universe because I'm a big believer in The Secret. And I feel that once you get that out there and then you realize, okay, if I were to make $600 a week, how would we spend that? That's what I want you to think about. Where would that money go? Is it going to pay for rent? Is it going to pay for the car payment? Is it going to pay for groceries? Is it going to pay for, where is it going to go? How are you going to spend it? You're not going to blow it. This is extra money. Mm-hmm. It's not money that, you know what I mean? You want to look at it like extra income that's coming in and decide where it's going to go. And then as you start to make $50 here and $100 here and $40 here and there and here and there, you take that money and you apply it to where you want it to go. And it just doesn't get blown at Walmart or Target. Do you know what I mean? because then
Yeah.
this becomes purposeful. Because then when you start to talk to people and you're losing weight on 80-day obsession and you're feeling great, and you know, we can look at $50 and be like, it was just $50. But we could also look at that $50 and go, no, that $50 went to the car payment.
Yeah.
It paid for groceries this week. It paid for gas. It paid for, so start to think about that and be purposeful in where you're going to spend your money that you make in this business. It's going to help you with your, did you say fiance?
Yeah, I'm getting married next month.
Oh my God. Jeez, you got a lot going on. So, and especially like with a spouse, you know, because a lot of times they're going to see you working, you're being a mom, like you're going to be hustling, but it's going to be worth it. And then you can say, hey, I've made a total of $300 so far, but it's not just $300. That $300 is going to this. And then people understand. They're like, oh, you know, that's paying for your groceries every week, or, you know, whatever it is for you. Start to write some goals down for that. And this whole journey becomes, yes, it's about your fitness and it's about a business, but it also becomes more importantly about your family, and that you're doing this for your family. And I believe you can't motivate people. I truly believe I can't motivate you to lose weight or build a business. But I do believe if you believe that you can do this for yourself and the people that you care about the most, you will motivate yourself. And we'll just be here to be your cheerleaders and to answer every question and to hold your hand when we need to hold your hand, and to just move the crap out of the way so that you can just go. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be the person to say you need to message 20 people a day, but I am going to be the person that asks you these hard questions and challenge you to decide if that is what you really want. Okay? So we start with that, which is awesome. So now we have a great foundation. So let's talk a little bit about your social media and your list. Did you make the big list like that was in the 14-day videos? It was like video 7, like making your Mac Daddy list.
It was like the 100 contact list or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going through it and I stopped at 50 because I was on the computer all day.
Okay. And so that's the first thing. I want you to write your goals down and post them. The second thing I want you to do is to make that big list. And even if it's like you do a little bit today, you do a little bit tomorrow, you do a little bit Monday, but you have to do it. And then once you do it, I want you to send it to Julie just for accountability. Like, it doesn't have to have the contact information on there, just the names to be like, I did this. Same thing with your goals, okay? Because we're going to use that list not to message 20 people a day, but you're just going to use that list to kind of filter through the people. Like you originally said, I have a network of moms who would get this and who would love to be doing this, right? Mm-hmm. So what we want to do is we want to have that list to use it as like a database. Then from there, what I kind of want you to do is to go through and highlight your top 10 people. You're okay. Who are the top 10 people that you right now are like, these people would be interested in some shape or form? Like they might be interested in the workouts. They might be interested in Shakeology. They might be interested in the business. They might be interested in the support. I want you to take that big list and just highlight your top 10 people. And it's also like the 10 people you could go to tomorrow and ask them for a favor and they would do it. It's probably good. Say it again.
My fiance, he wants to do it too.
Your fiance, maybe your best friend, maybe your parents, maybe your aunt, maybe your, you know what I mean? Like your neighbor, it's going to be people that you're like, that you could call tomorrow and be like, hey, could I ask you a really quick favor? And they would be like, yeah, that's who your top 10 is. Or people that when you start posting on Instagram, they start going, what is this? Or those are the people. So we want number one is we want a big list. Number two, we want your top 10 people and what you think they would be interested in. Like, and they might not, and that's okay. But it's just more so like you breaking it down. My fiance is interested in the workouts or the supplements or Shakeology, and then breaking it down like that. Because what we're going to do is basically just start to share information with people, and you have to have a starting place. Okay, so the top 10 people. Really, what we're doing is we're going to be asking them for a favor, and the favor is going to, and I'll show it to you on this call. The favor is literally going to be for them to look at the new boot camp program that you just started. Just look at it. And maybe they're not interested, but maybe they know somebody who is. Okay? Because if we can get 3 people on the program, that's going to pay for your Shakeology. So that's kind of one of your first goals. Can I get 3 customers to do this with me? Because that'll be commission to kind of break even on your investment. Okay? And how you do that is you don't necessarily have to invite them to a challenge group. You don't have to even do that. You just have to put the information in front of them, and they're either going to go, yeah, this looks awesome, or yeah, no, I'm not interested. I already go to the gym, or I don't have time right now, and we don't care. It's really just sorting. Because the people that are interested and that do want to do it are going to go like this. Mm-hmm. It is. It's fitness. And because they're not interested right now doesn't mean they're not going to be interested 3 weeks from now, or when they see your results, or when they have to go on a vacation, or when they just had a baby and they need to lose the weight, or when they put on 15 pounds of stress weight and they want to take it off. So everyone's kind of a candidate, but at some point, not right now. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So questions so far about anything?
No, it's pretty detailed.
Okay. So, this is not what I want. Hang on. I want to show you something. Okay. So essentially, what we would be working towards is creating a conversation with these first 10 people. Okay, and you're going to do this with us and when you are ready to do it. So it's not like you have to do this tomorrow or you have to do it this week. It's going to be when you're ready. But essentially, it's gonna if you don't go to these people first, what happens a lot of times, like I said, they might see a post, one of your posts, they might see you use the name, they Google it, sometimes they go and buy it on their own, and you're like, wait, you could have bought it through me. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I just kind of want to explain a little bit of the process to give you some peace of mind of what essentially you would be doing when we say inviting, okay? So you'll have your top 10 list, you'll give it to Julie, and then we'll give you example conversation starters. But essentially what you're going to be doing is asking these 10 people for a favor and letting them know that you just started a new virtual boot camp group through Beachbody. And one of your first assignments is to share the program, information about the program with your top 10 friends. Would you do me a favor and just look at this program? Tell me what you like best about it. That's essentially what you're going to be saying to them. You're not asking them to join. You're not asking them to buy. You're just saying, hey, I'm doing this. Would you do me a favor? And then what you'll be sending them to is this 80-day obsession information page. And there's a video here, and then there's another video here, and there's transformation photos. I don't know if you visited this before you bought the program, but people come here, and if they're already thinking like summer's coming, I want to lose weight. They're going to go through this and they're going to be like, okay, what's going on with this? Can I get this through you? How much does it cost? How does it work? Or they might be like, hey, that looks awesome, but I'm already involved in a workout program. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're going to be interested or they're not. And even if they're not interested, you have to look at really what you're just trying to do is let them know you're a coach for Beachbody. You're doing this program and they're going to start to pay attention to your posts on social media. They're going to start to watch your journey because now they know what you're doing. 2 months from now, if they want to lose weight, who do you think they're going to come to? They're going to come to you. Or if one of their friends at work asks them or starts talking to them about 80-day obsession, who do you think they're going to come to? So you have to look at it like, I'm not trying to sign these people up. I'm just trying to get the word out that this is what I'm doing. And you're just asking them a favor to look at it. And they're going to sort themselves. They're going to tell you if they're interested or they're not. Even if they're not, it's not a bad thing. Because they might refer someone to you or they might be interested a couple months down the road. So does that seem doable?
Yeah. I'm actually excited. My heart's pounding.
So we will give you example conversations so you don't have to be like, what do I say when? But what you have to do before all of this is you have to do your big list and you have to do your top 10, okay? And then as you're inviting your top 10, and I'll let Julie jump in here and share her experience with you with her. As you're inviting that top 10, you kind of need to let Julie know, like, hey, here's my top 10. She's going to give you the conversation examples, and you're going to let her know, okay, well, I'm going to start this. I'm going to start inviting these people tomorrow or whatever. The reason you need to tell her, and she can jump in here, is because these people are going to come back, some of them, and they're going to be like, what is this? How does it work? I want to join, and you're going to need access to Julie to say, what do I say here? You know what I mean? You're going to need to be able to Facebook message her or text her and show her conversations you're having with people if you get stuck. And just say, hey, how do I respond here or whatnot? So she can help you close the deal if need be, okay? And that's where your support comes in from your coach. We can give you all the tools necessary to invite people. But when people start asking you questions, even though we're giving you sample conversations, you want to have support from somebody who's already done this to help you just get these people started if that's what they want. You want to jump in, Julie, and just kind of like share with her how this process worked for you?
Yeah, it was. So I would get, when I did my 10, and when people would when they first started coming to me asking for more information about the program or showed interest, I'd get so excited that I couldn't even think. So I was thankful that I could just message Kristina and be like, okay, this is what they said. And I sent her like a screenshot of the message, and she would help me send me a script. And I would kind of, adjust it to fit me and what I would say. But yeah, you're going to get excited and nervous, and it's really helpful to have those scripts. And I have all of those saved. I still use them. So I'll be available, just Instagram message me like you have been, or Facebook, text, whatever, and I'll get to you. I'll get back to you as soon as I can, because I know that you, like, when somebody messages you with interest, you want to jump on it. You're just like, I don't want them to get bored or walk away or lose interest, so you want to like, get at them right away. So I'll definitely help you with that. And then if I'm stumped, I will ask Kristina for help, and then she'll help me help you.
Yeah. And two, like, you want to, when you actually start to invite these people or just ask them for a favor, it's 10 people. Don't do all 10 at once. You'll have so many conversations going. You'll be like, so, you do like 3 or 4 in blocks. And also you want to do it when you're going to have time to talk to these people back and forth. Like, I've learned the hard way. Sometimes I'll like invite somebody and then I'll go to the zoo or something with my kids or go shopping or whatever. And then my phone's blowing up. So do it in a time where you know they're going to get back to you. If they're going to get back to you in the next few hours, you have that time to do that. Because like she's saying, people like they want answers right away, you know?
Yeah. And keep notes, keep really good spreadsheets or notes or however you like to keep track of things, because I did that. I got so excited. I did way too many conversations at once in the beginning, and I was forgetting who said what, and so it's good to.
Julie, can you show her your big list?
Yeah.
And share the screen?
Mm-hmm.
So, Becca, do you have a laptop?
Yeah, I'm using it right now.
Do you have Google Drive?
I don't think so.
Gmail? Do you have Gmail?
I think I do. I don't remember.
It's Google. So on Google, if you can create an email and it's Gmail.
I think I do. I think it's this one, if I'm not mistaken.
So you don't have to use Google Drive, but that's what I use. I love it because you can access it from your phone.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just going to move us.
Mommy,
So eventually this is what like this big list will look like. So how many people you have on here now?
Like 400.
Yeah. And your original top 10, were those highlighted or where are those people?
Oh God. Those are in another sheet. Let me see here. I don't even think I have that sheet.
Okay. It's okay. But just so she can kind of get an idea that what we didn't really say was you're gonna do a direct invite with the top 10 only because those people are people that you could ask a favor for. But a lot of the people you're writing down on that big list, you may have not talked to them in like
This is my top 10
or whatever. You're not going to be inviting every single person on that 100-person list. So don't think like if I write them down, I have to invite them. It's just a way for you to look at your entire database of everyone that you have a relationship with and for you to sort like who you want to, like we're going to go through the first 10 and then you probably will create another 10 from there. So don't rule anybody out. I'm sure Julie can jump in on that too and say a lot of the people she thought would never be interested were interested, and then the ones that you think are going to do it don't always do it, you know?
That was huge for me because there were people that I was like, I'm not even going to ask them because they're super fit already. They've got their own thing going, and I did ask them if they were interested in any part of either the business or the challenge. And they actually ended up coming back. Or there were people that I asked that were like, hell no, I don't want anything to do with it, that have come back to me and joined. So don't just keep a really wide open mind about who you're inviting and stuff.
Like don't get
never
discouraged.
No.
Yeah, don't get discouraged because honestly, when you have, like, let's say you have 10 conversations going, your top 10, let's say, just talk about the top 10, and those are like the top people, right? Usually, for the most part, my success rate is we get 2 enrollments from your 10, okay? They could become customers or coaches. And then in general, when you're talking to like outside of your top 10, you're just talking to 10 people, it's going to be 1 out of 10 people that are going to sign up. And if that's if they're people you know. If you have like 10 leads on Instagram of people that you don't know, then it's going to be even less. It could be like 1 in 20. Okay. And so that's not a bad thing. You just need to know that going in that it's a numbers game. and that not every person you talk to or that every person that says they're interested or that they're going to order, they don't. That's okay. You just have to know that going into it, that you have to talk to more. You just have to have more conversations going. Okay. Okay. So I just wanted her to show you this really quick. So what questions do you have right now about anything? Or you don't have any questions for us right now?
It's when you sorry.
It's okay.
When you like, let's say my fiance wants to be a part of it, but how would that work? Like, is it gonna interfere with mine?
So he wants to do 80-day obsession with you?
No, like a different program. I mean, he liked the fact that the supplements, you get them monthly. It's not, because when I was doing Herbalife, it was like a big container, but it didn't last me very long. And I didn't have a pre-workout, a post-workout, nothing like that. It was like, oh no, just take this and that's it. And when he saw the website and I showed him, I was like, look, there's so many different types of things you can do, different types of programs that have different food plans, and also
Yeah.
supplements are all different. And
like he can do a P90X or Insanity or Body Beast. Okay, so 2 ways you could go about it. One, you can order products for him at your discount, and you guys could share Beachbody on demand. Okay, you could just log into your account and you could buy him the performance line or the sampler or shake, another thing of Shakeology. But what you want to think about is possibly enrolling him as a coach under you, okay? And we can share a video explaining the benefit of that. Do you need to do that today? No. You can even make sure he likes the supplements first. The benefit of signing him up as a coach, though, is from a business strategy. You now have another business center in your name. It's kind of like franchising yourself. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're going to be able to have 2 accounts that strategically are going to help you jump rank and strategically are going to help you make more income. Okay, so I don't tell everybody like, oh, well, sign your spouse up. I only tell people to do that if they're actually they want to build a business, like especially a full-time income with this. Sign up your spouse, because it's going to be an account that you can strategically have control over. Like the first rank for you to bump up is to sponsor 2 coaches, and you go to Emerald. If you sign up your spouse, you need 1 more person. Like that's.
I don't know if he wants to do the business, but I know he wants to try a program.
So have him do it under you first, okay? So you already have Beachbody on demand. You can share that account. If you want to go in and buy him like the pre-workout and the post-workout, and he wants to try it out, and then go from there, okay? But even if he doesn't want to build the business, but he's going to use the products, it's more beneficial for you to sign him as a coach and you work the account. Okay? We'll share a video. You don't need to decide to do anything like that right now, but we'll just share information so you can just make that decision yourself down the road. But like, I built my husband's account to a 6-figure account by itself, and he doesn't do anything. Like, he just drinks Shakeology. But it's because I was able to have a second account in my organization. I would just drive customers to that account. And it helped my first account. It helped me bump up in rank. Okay? You don't have to do that now. It's just a seed I'm planting in your mind to look into, okay, in the next few weeks. For right now, just go in and buy him products at discount and see if he likes them.
Okay.
Okay? What other questions do you have right now?
The Shakeology is up to 80-day obsession, or it's all the time?
What do you mean?
Like after the program, I still get the Shakeology.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Like I've been drinking Shakeology since 2010.
Oh, my lantern.
So it's just like a staple in my life. Yeah. So you drink it with every program. Once you get on it, you're going to be like, okay, I don't want to go without this. It helps you with digestion, energy, the lethargic feeling, cravings, inflammation, everything. So people can drink it that are not on a workout plan. Like the new 2B program is it's just weight loss focused, and there's no working out, and people are drinking Shakeology with that. So really Shakeology is for anyone.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. It's not just for 80 day.
Okay.
Okay. What other questions do you have?
I don't really have any.
Okay. When you do, just write them down and you can just send them to Julie. Okay. So here's what I want you to do when we finish this call or whenever you have a chance is number one, write your goals down, send them to Julie. Okay. Number two, once you get that big list done, just screenshot it and send it to her as well and highlight your top 10 people. That's all I want you to do, like for the next whatever, however long that takes you, a couple days, whatever. Okay. I also want to say, like, there's a ton of information out there for training for Beachbody coaches, like on YouTube and whatnot. I don't really recommend to go and watch a million videos. It will mess with your head. It is like, there's a million and one ways to build this business. And you can watch a million and one videos, and after 5 videos, you're going to be like, I'm confused. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, we're going to just tell you you're busy, you're a mom, you're doing this program. We're going to tell you just exactly what you need to do one step at a time. If you trust us and you trust that process, then we're trying to take the overwhelm off of you and the confusion off of you. But then a big part of that too is you have to tell us what your questions are or where you get stuck or things like that. It's just communication. But we will put you in front of training too. I'm just saying don't Google a ton of Beachbody training because you'll go down a million bunny trails and you'll be like, oh my God. Okay, so once you get all that done, then Julie, the next step would be like sharing the conversation examples with her and then showing her how to create an application. So when people are interested, she has a Google application for 80-day obsession. Okay, and I did a video on that, so we can just share that video with her and then you can help her create her application. And then if anyone does sign up with you, Becca, they're going into a challenge group just like you are. Like the challenge group's already established. So you don't have to do any of that work. You literally are just kind of like, their check-in partner to do this with them. But the challenge group is already done for you to plug them into.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then as far as like a check-in from here, have you guys established like a weekly check-in call yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
What works for you, Becca? Do you have a day or time that works best for you, or?
I'm available all the time.
All times? Okay. Okay. Well, we can talk about it. I'll look at my schedule too. I am going out of town. I want you both to know I'm going out of town, leaving Wednesday, back on Saturday. But I'll have my phone and I'll be available to answer questions. But my daughter's graduating from basic training in Oklahoma, so gotta go.
Nice.
Yeah,
it's exciting.
Well,
yeah.
I'm out of town the same days. Isn't that funny?
Oh, That's a
Same
short
exact-
trip. That's a short trip.
I know. We just, that, well, Sunday's Mother's Day. So we kind of had to come back for that. And we couldn't get a direct flight. And it's just hard to leave the kids. Like, it's hard for me to leave my kids.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't go longer than that. I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
Really, it's sad. It's really sad.
No, I hear you. I'm Dan and the girls are not coming with me to the graduation, and they're going to be in school, and he's freaking out because he can't do hair. Like, and I'm like, maybe they should just stay home. I don't know. Maybe I should just bring them with me. Yeah, it's an issue.
Yeah, I know. So I get it. Okay. All right. So Becca, from now until Tuesday, you have access to us. So until the following Monday. Okay. So questions, anything, just throw them at Julie. And then maybe then the week then I come back, we could jump on another 3-way call and go from there. Okay. But I wouldn't start conversations with anybody yet. You're just kind of prepping to get ready to do that. And I also think it would be good to just start to put some social media gentle posts out there. Like I said, take a picture of your groceries, take, that kind of stuff. Because then when you actually do start to talk to these people, it's not coming out of left field.
Mm-hmm.
And they're kind of like, oh yeah, I think I've seen a post or whatever, So I think it would be good to kind of start to talk about your journey that you're about to begin, in whatever capacity you feel comfortable doing that in. And then we do have an Instagram training that we will plug you into as well. But we want to get through this. We want to get through the top 10 first. And then we have an Instagram 101 Academy that we will plug you into as well. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. I know it's a lot, but you're going to be so good. You're going to be fine. All right. Well, it was great to meet you.
You too.
And I'm going to stand with Julie for a couple of minutes, but can you friend request me on Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay, great. It's Sullins, Sullins.
Okay.
Kristina with a K. Yeah.
I'll do that right now.
Okay. And then if you ever have questions, that's where you just Facebook inbox me.
Okay.
Okay, nice to meet you. I'm so excited. Welcome to the team.
I'll talk to y'all soon.
Okay, bye.